pathwaysoflight.org. Welcome to the reading, A Course in Miracles Workbook Lesson 149, Insights. Review. My mind holds only what I think with God. And when I am healed, I am not healed alone. Heaven is the decision I must make. I experience this whole world because I still think the ego thought system offers me something I want. It doesn't seem that this world is of my own making. Certainly, I didn't sit down consciously and dream up the tree-lined lake that my body's eyes see as I look out the window. The world tells me it was there thousands of years before this body existed. To me, it's the illusion of time that seems to make this world so real. If I could really fully recognize that time is an illusion I have made up as well, I believe it would be easier to recognize that all the images of the world are projections from my mind. Time makes those images appear not to come from me. But if all those images occur only now because there is no time, then I can't claim that some seed that sprouted 100 years ago is the cause of the tree I am looking at. My mind is so ingrained with the belief in the reality of time and space that it is still hard for me to fathom that the physical world I perceive is not real. Yet, as I practice remembering statements like, heaven is the decision I must make, the importance I place on the images I see through the body's eyes diminishes. This is a valuable step toward recognizing fully that the world I see is an illusion. I have observed as I work with the thought system of the Course that I make less and less big deals. It's the importance I give things that is the basis for my big deals. If I drop a sock on the floor as I'm gathering clean laundry from the dryer, I simply gather it in and continue on my way with hardly a thought about it. But if I think my worth is based on my tidiness and coordination, I might get upset, call myself a klutz and a slob, and make a big deal out of the simple event of dropping a sock on the floor. The same event is given different meanings based on the belief system I hold dear. As I accept more and more that the sock and all other images in this world are illusions, they become less and less the source of my value and happiness. As I turn away from seeking happiness and value in the world, I become more and more open to making the decision for heaven and accepting God's gift of joy. Affirming that my mind holds only what I think with God focuses my attention on the part of my mind that already knows its worth, its joy. This part of my mind knows its very life is in God, the one source of all that is real. The frustration, disappointment, and depression that come from seeking for value where it cannot be found diminishes. The experience of God's peace and joy and the safety of His love grows stronger. Today, I will practice with gratitude and happy anticipation, remembering when I am healed, I am not healed alone. My healing comes from making the decision for heaven and remembering my mind holds only what I think with God. I recently read a section of the text that reminded me I do not and cannot make decisions on my own. With every decision, we are either joining with the ego thought system or with the Holy Spirit. We are always joining with one or the other. When I join with the ego thought system, I see forms of separation. I see differences within a world of time and space. I see unique bodies. Everything is in a state of change and flux. This world appears to be outside of me. This appearance of separation is the name of the ego's game. When I join with Holy Spirit, I receive a different perception. I am returned to thoughts of unity. I am reminded that all is one. I am reminded to extend love instead of judgment, to see innocence instead of guilt. These thoughts gently undo my belief in separation. I am reminded that everyone is still as God created them, and we are all extensions of one God, one love. I am reminded the images within a world of time and space that constantly change are not worth choosing to see. I am reminded that God is eternal, changeless, and love. And so am I, and so is all that is. I am reminded that these images, which are in a constant state of change, are not real. I am reminded heaven is the decision I must make. I must want to be aware of heaven because my experience comes through my desire. I always get what I really want in my heart of hearts. Today, as I practice joining with the Holy Spirit, I open my mind to healing. I open my mind to the bridge of return to heaven. I open my mind to remembering that my mind holds only what I think with God. God is all there is. There is nothing else. Truth is true and nothing else is true. Image making in a world of time and space are meaningless imaginings and are not real. Heaven is the decision I must make. pathwaysoflight.org